Yeah, the quality of the appointments was something I was prepared to be disappointed with when we started engaging. But no, every single appointment that I've joined, there's been a real interest in what we do. And the interest in what we do is founded on the products and the offerings that my company has as well. So I don't feel like I've entered any calls with any misrepresentation. And if anything, I've entered some calls with people having very specific questions about what we do, which has been really surprising, and I'm really grateful for that. Surprising in a good way. Yeah, I thought the onboarding process was super efficient. I really like the structure that you brought to it. I feel like as a result of the onboarding that, and really the proof is in the pudding, that you guys seem to really understand my business and our offering and the value proposition, and that has translated naturally to us having quite a few calls being booked in quite a difficult space. One of the things that I really appreciated from the meetings that are being booked is that when I've had questions about them or requested more detail, there is a wealth of detail that comes from that. And talking with the guys who are doing the calling and doing that sort of initial selling, they really know what they're doing, and they really remember the conversations that are being had, and they can really provide a lot of additional insight when I'm looking for it. And I found that to be really valuable, and I didn't really expect that. I've had calls before from other companies who are similar to yourselves, representing other clients, and it's so what's the word? Usually kind of very shallow, but I feel that when I speak to the guys in the team who are representing my organization, that they really engage with the offering, but they also really engage with what the client needs. And that's been really useful for me when I've come to those calls which have been set up, because I know a lot more about the customer. It's like I've got a real person as part of my team, rather than just some like outsourced person who's just got a job to do. And I found that to be really stand out working with Sentrama. So I would say that. But there's one thing I wanted to talk about on this, which was that the reason why I chose to work with Sentrama in the first place was because I got a cold call from Sentrama, and I was just so impressed with the person that I spoke to that I was just like, well, I'm buying into this on this call, so surely other people will as well. And I'm so happy I made that transition, and it's a really, really great investment for that. And I just know that when people talk to Sentrama and they're representing Phoenix, that they're probably having the same thoughts as well. And that really was a really big thing for me. So the portal is great as well. I really enjoy using the portal. I can really see what's going on. I think without the portal, and without a kind of regular update on what's going on behind the scenes, it's difficult to really know where the work is going, where the time is going, or where people are choosing to spend their time. But being able to look into that portal and see, not only have calendar appointments been booked, but also here are some people that we reached out to. Here was the result. We're going to be coming back to them later. It also gives me a sense of that the train is always moving. And so I haven't really felt the need to do any pushing whatsoever. Calendar appointments have been coming in. And then on top of that, I can see that other work is going on behind the scenes. And that's a real value add as well. Sentrama's flexibility in being able to present my organization and its offerings has been really valuable, because in my space, things are changing all the time. We've had the advent of AI, and there's so many more use cases that AI brings to my industry and to my customers. And so when we developed our own AI offerings, to be able then to take that to Sentrama and say, oh, hey, this has changed, and just to be completely with Sentrama, to be completely on board with representing that message, sending it out, and then seeing the results of that was really, really great. I honestly expected it to be a bit more of a challenge and to become more of a commercial decision or commercial discussion. And I really loved how on board and part of a team the response to that was, as much as I would expect someone internal to me to behave and to respond to that. So I really, that's something I've really appreciated.